This is Prime7 News at 6:30 with Daniel Gibson.
Tonight, the former Premier steps into a by-election, tagging herself as the underdog. Two men face court as video shows a car tearing down a footpath. The race to find survivors as rescue crews dig through earthquake debris in Iran and Iraq. And a shark attack survivor is thanking Mick Fanning for his escape. Good evening. Christina Keneally is making a political comeback. The former Premier launching a showdown with John Alexander in the by-election for Bennelong. While Labor's star candidate is promising to stand up for the community in the future, her past is already haunting her.
Flanked by her new boss, Christina Keneally knows this by-election is no walk in the park.
Jackie Lambie is no longer a senator after she became the 8th casualty of the dual citizenship drama. In a teary farewell speech, she told the Senate she found out this morning that she was a dual British citizen because her father is from Scotland.
A Lambie to the citizenship slaughter.
My partner in crime.
Well, the Prime Minister flies back home tonight and he will be landing in a world of pain. Political editor Mark Riley is in Manila.
Malcolm Turnbull might be able to dismiss this as the obsession of junior woodchucks like James Patterson, but it also has the support of senior cabinet ministers like Scott Morrison. They know they're not going to win, but they don't mind taking a bit of bark off Malcolm Turnbull along the way, and a lot about expansive self-belief.
Mark Riley there, thank you. Well, now to some extraordinary pictures of the moment a speeding, stolen car mowed down the footpath south of Sydney. It happened in the middle of an alleged 4-day crime rampage. The two accused are now behind bars, charged with dozens of offences.
A stolen four-wheel drive jumps the curb, hurtling along a footpath, narrowly missing a four-wheel drive. A pedestrian jumps to safety. Still to come in Prime7 News, Bill Gates donates tens of millions of dollars to cure a debilitating disease. And leaked conversations about a new job for Julian Assange. A British man has been convicted over a nightclub acid attack that left more than a dozen people hurt, including 2 Australian sisters who were left with painful burns. Arthur Collins admitted throwing a bottle of fluid over the dance floor, but claimed he thought the liquid was a date rape drug that he'd snatched from 2 men inside. President Trump maintains he never worked with WikiLeaks, but secret conversations between the group and his eldest son are raising new concerns. They messaged in the critical and crucial weeks, the final weeks of the campaign.
Julian Assange, WikiLeaks founder, embassy prisoner, Simpsons star, and now wannabe Australian ambassador.
An anonymous fan has forked out almost $400,000 to own one of Bob Dylan's guitars. Dylan played the 1963 Martin D28 during his Rolling Thunder Revue. It hasn't been played since 1977. His former guitar repairman bought it that year for $500. He kept it in a humidity controlled environment ever since. Wow. Well, the new name of a Sydney harbour ferry has caused outrage on the docks. Maritime workers are so unhappy with the name Ferry McFerryface, they're considering a boycott. The name has divided Sydneysiders who chose it from more than 15,000 suggestions. The share market has taken its sharpest fall in 7 weeks following a broad sell-off, included miners, energy producers and the banks. The Aussie dollar is up slightly, 76.32 US cents. Sports on the way, what Elise Perry is doing in between tons to promote men's health, and the women get their chance in the Rugby League World Cup. All that and more after the break. Sports next.
Tonight's sport brought to you by Coles. We love Christmas at Coles.
Michael Morgan edged out Cameron Munster as Australia's 5/8 for Friday's World Cup quarter-final against Samoa. And it's a special homecoming for Will Chambers, who grew up in Nhulunbuy. It's a tiny township, about 23 hours by car, east of Darwin.
From Nhulunbuy to national honours, Will Chambers' childhood dreams have become reality.
The Jillaroos are hot favourites to defend their Rugby League World Cup title after the women's tournament was launched this morning. And it's the first time too that the comp has run at the same time as the men's. Well, Socceroos have been forced to defend themselves, with Honduras claiming Australia was spying on their training session with a drone. The culprits were revealed to be children at a nearby park. Tim Karl is fit and could be used from the start. Cricket now, and Aussie cricket sensation Elise Perry has captivated the nation at the weekend, bringing up a double century against England. She's hoping to clinch the series with a win in Friday's 2020 and also using her time in the spotlight to promote men's health.
Elise Perry is the best all-rounder this country has produced. First in football, now in women's cricket, and she's on a mission.
Coming up, Karl has the latest on you with the details for tomorrow and the rest of the week. Can we say to Caitlin, thank you so much for this at Werris Creek. Lovely. If you've got one like that or better, photos at prime7.com.au.
Hello, Karl Lijnders with a look at the national weather picture this Tuesday evening, and we've got a significant trough passing right through the nation. It's very slow to move, but scattered white blobs here are thunderstorms right through the nation, and that's a sign of things to come. Now, this afternoon we've had a few showers and storms in the very far south of Victoria through the ranges, extending up to the eastern riverina. This is all just very light showers, and through the northeast we had a severe thunderstorm warning this afternoon for one particular cell that was to the west of Grafton. That dropped some large hail. Activity has now all eased and the warnings are lifted. Showers and storms though are set to return from Wednesday through to the weekend as this upper low spins up and associated trough brings some heavy showers, storms, widespread rain through most of eastern Australia. So we could see falls in excess of 100 millimetres with repeated thunderstorms over the region. Into next week we'll keep an eye on that system. Further to the west it is sort of playing around, but the general trend is for a wet end to November. So rain is stacking up right across the region, which is excellent, and that will be the case well into next week. Scattered showers and thunderstorms developing west of Condobolin tomorrow, but fine elsewhere apart from one or two isolated showers and storms in the northeast, the central ranges and the far southeast through the afternoon. Similar conditions into Thursday, but the activity is set to ramp up in the afternoon. Daniel, some big falls and severe thunderstorms are anticipated on Thursday. So welcome rain is coming back to New South Wales. I'll have more details tomorrow. Have a great night.
You too, mate. Thanks so much for that. Well, we'll leave you with this. An adventurous koala has gone where few marsupials have been before, the aisles of a white goods shop. The intrepid explorer browsed for fridges, stoves, kitchen appliances. He did that in country Victoria and paid particular attention to the widescreen TVs. All that shopping, though, must have been exhausting. You see, the special customer eventually took a break and hung out in the staff kitchen. It's nice to see he was shopping local. I thought he'd do most of that on Gumtree. All right, that's your news for this Tuesday, the 14th of November. Thanks so much again for your company. I'm Daniel Gibson. Till I see you again, have a great night. Bye for now.